You can use hatching effectively when you're designing something like a fire pit area. I'm imagining here you might step down from some pavers down into a sunken assembly area, and there might be a fire pit put in the centre. You might want to fill the base of this area with crushed granite, and hatching is a really good way to indicate that. We can go, well, let's swing our layer to layer 0, draw, hatch, and if we simply select any random hatch pattern, we can use the down arrow on the keyboard to scroll through them to find a hatching pattern that might indicate crushed dolomite. Now I think I'm going through the set in the wrong angle, so I'll go wrong direction rather, so I'll go back up and see if we can find something that might well work. This ability to just scroll through hatch patterns, I think, is really useful. That will do us. I think it's a random dot pattern. That'll do to indicate some crushed granite. Now I always set the scale relatively high when I start this. I'll set it at 1000, and we're then asked to pick an entity that we want to hatch. So we'll pick the entity, which is a polyline there, denoting the base of that fire pit area. I'll right click and accept that, and in goes the hatching. Now you can see the hatching is in there, but it's tiny, just a few dots, which indicates that the scale's not right. So I select it, go to properties, and I think we could probably change the scale to about 200, and we'll get a reasonable view, get a little preview there. I think we could well come down to 100 for the scale. And then if I click away, there's some crushed dolomite. So I can take any one of the existing labels there and move it, take one of the existing labels and copy it and give it a label crushed dolomite or crushed granite. So we'll select properties, go here, raise seating, and we'll change that to crush. That will do for crushed. Then we could copy that again and pop it down here, and again select the lower one and edit the crushed to granite. So you can see that hatching works really well in an environment such as that. We can now put some hatching on the top of this area here and between it for that zone. If I go hatching again, draw, hatch, pick again inside the pattern, I could scroll through till I find something that looks a little like boards, and we should be able to find something that might well work for boards on the top. That would do, and we can pick entities again and just select that and then that one, and that will hatch all that area through there. But I digress a little. I might want to put seating on 3 sides of it and then have this as a planting bed area. And I've got a group of labertias here which I'll move now into position, just slide them in. Imagine that they're going into a planting bed area. So you can see hatching and grouping all work very nicely in the GardenCAD environment.